What's up, guys? So, as promised, I said I would make a follow-up video to my last one about why you guys should have a YouTube channel if you're a web developer or if you're learning web development. And in this video, I'm going to show you how to start a YouTube web developer channel or coding channel, whatever you want to call it. I'm going to go over the equipment I use, how I do my lesson plans, or like how I plan my videos out, and then I'll just show you the general workflow that I use to get the videos out and published. So at the end of this, you should have a pretty good idea of what it's going to take if you want to listen to my advice, start building a brand around yourself, get your content out there, put yourself out there, and start a YouTube channel that is successful, okay? So number one, so we're going to start with equipment, and the first thing that you're going to need is screen recording software. So software that'll record your screen like you're seeing my screen now, okay? I already kind of mentioned this in the last one, but see this little thing down here? This is called ScreenFlow, and this is what I use. I can pull it up here. If you have a we just want ScreenFlow. So right here, ScreenFlow, it's a part of a company now called Telestream that owns ScreenFlow. But if you are on Windows, if you have a MacBook, MacBook Pro, or a desktop Mac computer, which I recommend that you do get yourself a Mac if you're going to do web development, because it's just it's a much better operating system for web development, and these computers perform better and they last forever. They last a really long time usually. An Apple computer. If you have one, I recommend that you use ScreenFlow. It's super easy to use. There's a bunch of tutorials on how to use ScreenFlow. I'm not going to really make this a ScreenFlow tutorial, but essentially you just download this, you download it for a lifetime membership to ScreenFlow, because this is a premium paid one. I think I paid like $100 for life. That's super cheap. So there's other ones out there that are really expensive. If you're on Mac, go with ScreenFlow. It's really easy to use, like all their Apple products. It seamlessly integrates with your computer and your smartphone if you have an iPhone like I have, to use it as a web camera. It's the best, okay? If you don't, if you're on Windows, your best bet, there's a couple of free ones. You can use OBS Studio. So OBS is free. And if you've ever watched like Twitch video game streamers or anything like that, they're all pretty much, a lot of them are using OBS to do their stream, to record their screen of the game that they're playing. They use OBS. Now OBS is free, but there is going to be a learning curve to it. It's not like ScreenFlow is pretty much just a turnkey solution. It's simple just for doing tutorials like this. OBS is free, and it's going to require you to learn more and kind of do research. Luckily, there's a lot of videos on YouTube for OBS tutorials, so you can learn it. But you can start with OBS, which is free, and I recommend that you do start out free, because you don't know if you're gonna commit to this or like it in the beginning. Like, you might not like making YouTube videos, so I would start out free if you can. The other one that I saw, ScreenRec, is another option if you're on Windows that's similar to ScreenFlow. It'll give you the opportunity to record a screen, add a camera, edit, all the basic stuff. The big one that there's a lot of YouTube content around that I actually looked into purchasing before I got ScreenFlow was called Camtasia, which is this one here. And there's some decent amount of high quality content on Camtasia and how to use it with tutorials. I didn't end up going with it because ScreenFlow, as far as on Mac, I just dug deeper into like reviews and what people thought of it, and they said ScreenFlow was like a lot better to use than Camtasia if you had Mac, so that's what I got. But Camtasia is a paid solution, like ScreenFlow. I think you can go monthly or just pay a lifetime membership. But bottom line is, the first thing you're going to want to do is figure out what kind of screen recording software you're going to go with, and then learn it. Just learn how to do the basics of it, okay? Because really all you need for these coding videos is your screen recorded. You don't need anything really fancy. Second thing, microphone. I have what do I have? I have the Audio Technica. I'll link it in the description. I think I looked at it last night. Let's see, the Audio Technica. Let's just type this in. It's like the $50 one. Yeah, it's this one right here. So I recommend that you just get a USB microphone. This is the one that I use, the Audio Technica. What is it? ATR 2100X. It's only $49, at least where I live. I know prices vary for Amazon based on where you live, but despite what you might think, like I thought going in that the more expensive the mic, the better. So before this is my second mic. The first mic I got was, what was it? We'll find it. It's a really popular one, but bottom line is it's just stopped working out of nowhere and it was more expensive. Let's just type in USB microphone. It'll be one of the top choices and I'll recognize it. Right here, Samsung. I got the Samsung Q2U, which is another one that a lot of like YouTubers recommend. You can see I purchased it in 2023 and this one worked okay. This is the one that I used for like my first 50 videos. But dude, it just stopped working one day. Like it just quit working. So, and it only lasted for like whatever 3 or 4 months, and then it quit working on me. So that sucked. And then I did. This was the one I was gonna get initially, and then I was like, oh, I'll just get the more expensive one because usually more money means more quality. Not true, at least not in this. So get this one, the Audio Technica ATR 2100X. I'll link that in the description. All the stuff I'm linking in the description, guys, it's going to be an affiliate link. And if you guys purchase from my links, I appreciate it because that'll help me support the channel. So it's up to you. If you don't want to, just go to Amazon and type this in yourself and you can pull it up. But this is the microphone that I recommend. It's pretty solid. You guys can hear the videos I make for you. I think my voice sounds pretty good and clear. So, it comes with this little stand, but that's not really going to be that good. I think I got a mic. You're going to want a microphone stand that sits on the floor and then comes up to you that you can like easily adjust like that. Okay. And then you're going to have to purchase that separate, but they're really cheap. Let me just type in microphone stand. I think I got one of these. I don't remember which one. What was it? They're pretty much all the same, dude. Just get a microphone stand. I'll look up the one that I got in my past orders offline. It's right here. Sorry, purchased October 23rd. So I got this one, the InnoGear microphone stand. So it sits on the floor, and then you can make it raise up to your face. You'll need one of these. Using that little stand that the microphones come with that just sits on the desk does not work well. You'll have to like lean over into your mic. Get something that you can bring right up to your face, okay? So microphone stand. What else? External monitors. So I'll give you like a little behind the scenes look here. I'll just turn my camera over. But I recommend if you can afford it, get a couple of monitors. I'll just show you what my setup looks like. So I have two 24-inch monitors that I'll link in the description. They're called ProArt monitors. And then I have my little laptop here. And then if you have a Mac, I have the M1 2021 MacBook Pro. If you have one like this, guys, it kind of sucks because these natively can only support one external monitor. So I have to also buy this Display Link dock station back here. This additional USB dock station. It's called the pluggable dock station. Just put the bags up so you see what I have. So I can actually like have more than one monitor hooked up. But get at least one external monitor if you just have like a laptop is what I would recommend. I don't think it's like super necessary, I guess. But having 2 or 3 monitors, especially when you're making tutorials, even when you're just making like web development, even when you're just building projects, even if you're not gonna like do the YouTube thing, having 2 or 3 monitors it's so nice. You can have your whole code on one screen. You can have your project on the other screen. It's really nice. So what do I have here? I have I'll just show you what I have. ProArt monitor. And I didn't get like 4K or anything crazy. You don't need to get that. It was the Asus ProArt display right here. So that's the 27, and I got the 24. So you can these were like $200 each. So that looks right. So was these ones. I'll link them in the description. But just picked up 2 of those, and now I have like a really nice setup. I can see my code really nice. I can make my videos. It's awesome. So get at least one external monitor. And then the last thing, which I can't really show you, is the camera. It's my smart. It's just like I said in the other video. I just use ScreenFlow, and it picks up your iPhone. You can connect your iPhone and just use the camera on your iPhone, which cameras on iPhones are really, really nice. And if you already own the phone, you might as well just use it, right? There's no sense. If you want, you can buy a separate webcam, but it's not necessary. If you can, whatever software you use, look to see if you can integrate your phone into it and just use that, your phone camera. It'll help out a lot, and it'll save you money. Okay. That's if you want to show your face. If you don't want to show your face, you don't really have to, man. Like, there's a lot of YouTube channels out there that are just helpful in the coding niche and whatever niche, where people, like, it's just their voice. You don't really see their face, and that's fine. But for videos like this, especially ones that aren't just pure coding, I think it's better to show people your face if you can. It makes people feel like they know you better. You connect with them better. And I get the most engagement and feedback on videos where I usually show my face. So just some food for thought. All right, so now let's get into lesson plans and how I do lessons. So I usually, on my other screen over here, I just have, and I'll show you if you can see it. I have a little Google Doc open, and I'll just write notes on the video that I'm going to do. So I can you'll see me glancing over to my other screen. And that just keeps me on track, knows what I'm going to talk about. I keep it really simple. I don't complicate things. So just a simple Google Doc with some bullet points on what I want to cover. So that's one of my pieces of advice. Always have a plan for your video. Don't just turn the thing on and talk, because then you're going to be rambling. You're going to be like one of those YouTubers that they have like constant choppy edits. I hate videos like that. Those were really popular back in the day when YouTube first came out. Like, people would be like, and this, and that, and this, and there would be like all these edits. And it's just because it's like they didn't really have a plan. They just started rambling to the camera. I would have a plan, have something that you can look at so that you know what you're talking about or what you're about to talk about. So have a plan for each video. Start by teaching what you know and just make free videos. So teach HTML, CSS, JavaScript, whatever you know. Just make free helpful videos teaching them. Even if a lot of people don't watch them, that's where you're going to learn how to make videos. You're not going to get better until you do it. So just teach what you know in the beginning. One pro tip that I'll give you, and what really helped my channel get traction fairly quickly, is I didn't really do this consciously or on purpose, but when I uploaded all of those challenges from Front End Mentor and how I would solve them, I automatically had a built-in audience for my content, even though I was a brand new unknown channel, because how many hundreds or tens of thousands of people use that website? That's probably how a lot of you found me. I basically took their traffic and like filtered it into my YouTube videos, because for some of the challenges, especially, I'm like the only one that has a YouTube video published online on how to do it. And I know when I was a beginner coder, there were like some challenges and stuff I couldn't figure out, and I had to kind of like cheat and see how somebody else did it. And that automatically got me thousands of people that were already going to be interested in my videos, just because I was giving them a solution that nobody else did. So like I kind of tapped into their ecosystem and got my initial subscribers that way. And then from there, my channel grew. So I would recommend you do the same thing. And there's other websites out there like Front End Mentor that have challenges that you can do and publish them on YouTube. And people will just find you that way, because they're going to go to Google. If they can't find out how to do something, they're going to look for, challenge solution, blah, blah, blah. And then your video will come up. So I recommend doing that. That's a great way to get traction. Otherwise, before you do your videos, I recommend, especially if you're going to do like a solution to a project, build the project first and like have your script on your other screen. Build it once, and then that when you're doing the actual video live and recording it, build it again for your audience. And doing that will help you make your videos a lot shorter, because you won't constantly be making mistakes. It'll make your editing time a lot less, because you won't constantly be stumbling. When you're coding stuff normally, you're going to make mistakes and stuff's going to happen. So it's better to have all that out of the way before you record your video, because it's a better experience for the audience. There's some like web developer influencers out there that think it's cool to build stuff just live, one shot live every time. But as a new coder, when I was first learning how to do web development, I tried to learn from a couple of those influencers, and I got really frustrated because I would be trying to code along with them with their solutions. But then 10 minutes later, they'd be like, oh, sorry, that was actually wrong. We're going to change this and that. And it kind of just ended up confusing me and pissing me off because I'm like, dude, I'm trying to learn here. I don't want to go through all your mistakes, right? So I recommend build your project first and then rebuild it again using you can glance over at your code and just know what you're going to do ahead of time because it just makes the experience better for your viewer, okay? Especially for new people that are just trying to learn. They want you to look confident and they want to feel confident that they know what you're doing right off the bat. And then the last thing for lesson plans as far as content to create, teach as you learn. As soon as you learn a concept, make a video tutorial on it that'll hammer it down on your head. So as soon as if you learn CSS Flexbox or CSS Grid, quickly make tutorials on it so that it, again, when you have to teach something, it nails it down in your head that much better, okay? Now for the last part, I'll tell you what my general workflow is. So first, I'll make the project first. So let's say I'm doing a front-end mentor challenge. I'll code it out by myself first and have my little script ready to go, okay? Then I will go ahead and record the video I'll have my script code up over here. And nobody tells you this, by the way. This is like a dirty secret. I feel like a lot of people think that these YouTuber coders just know what to do for every project off the top of their head, and then that makes you kind of feel even worse as a newbie because you're like, oh my god, I'll never get as good as that guy. Dude, we all, at least most people, we already built this project 2 or 3 times before we recorded it, and that's why it seems so concise. And so don't think that we just memorized everything, because we don't. Like I say, I have to relearn stuff all the time because I just forget, right? Being a web developer is more about solving problems and knowing how to relearn and constantly learn things than memorization, okay? But anyway, so have your code up first, record your video, and then after it's done recording, you're going to use whatever software you have to edit your video. So I just edit out long periods of silence. If I do a lot of ums and ahs or something like that, I'll edit it out. If I cough into the mic or clear my throat, I always edit that out, which I do frequently, but I edit 99% of it out so you guys never know. Just do your little edits. So for whatever software you're going to use, you're just going to want to look at tutorials and find out how to make little quick edits and cut out little parts, okay? You can figure that out. There's plenty of content out there. So really all you're going to need to know for editing purposes is how to delete areas, really. Just how to delete areas that you don't want. That's pretty much it. After I do my uploads, I export the file into an MP4 file, and then I upload it to, once the exporting to whatever, it needs to be an MP4 to be uploaded to YouTube, and whatever software you use will do that for you. You can go ahead and you can then upload it to your YouTube channel. And then it's going to take 10, 15, 20 minutes for your YouTube video to upload to YouTube, depending on how big it is. During that time, I'll create my thumbnail. I'll use canva.com, which is this free software for making thumbnails and editing photos and, making little graphics. Go to canva.com, and then up here they have YouTube thumbnail. And then I'll just go through here and anything that has a crown is pro subscription, which is $30 a month. I always pretty much just use the free ones. I don't even have a paid account. You can see here they're trying to get me to have a paid account because I had a free trial, but I don't think I'm going to use it. This is free. You can just select. I usually just select pre-made thumbnails, and then you'll notice on my thumbnails, right? I do front-end mentor challenges. I'll match the background and the colors with the colors that are used in the challenge and just kind of try to make it look pretty. And yeah, so I'll make whatever thumbnail I want. I'll just, like I said, I'll choose a pre-made one and then edit the colors and move the text around where I want it so that it looks, pleasing to the eye so somebody will click it. And then usually by the time I'm done doing that, my YouTube video will be uploaded to YouTube. I'll fill out the description. I'll go through, select the recording date and all that, and then I'll publish it. Okay. So that's basically it. So just to recap the workflow, make your project or whatever you're going to do first, have a script ready to go. Number 2, record your video. Number 3, edit out anything that you need to edit out. Export it to YouTube, create your thumbnail, write your description, publish. That's it. That's all you have to do. So, yeah, guys, that's basically it for how to make a YouTube coding channel. Again, I'm going to link all the equipment and stuff down in the description. And then on the practicalwebdev.com website, I'm going to start turning some of these videos into articles too that you can go read, and I'll link everything in the articles in the future, because sometimes for stuff like this, a blog post is just as good or better than a video in these little how-tos. So I'll get that done. But yeah, hopefully you guys take this information. Take my advice, guys. Like, seriously, even if you're brand new, if you can, and even if you can't afford all the equipment that I listed out, do what you can. Like, if you just have one little laptop and a pair of Apple iPod or iPhones to record your sound, whatever. But the sooner you start, the faster you'll get good at it. You'll help build a brand around yourself, and you'll set yourself up for success. The days of learning like React or something and then just going to apply to get a job as somebody without a degree and like no experience even freelancing, those are dead, man. You need to stand out from the crowd. So I highly suggest you start branding yourself now. All right. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.